We're down here at the Q Bears at the Bear Cave tonight, and the big question tonight on everyone's lips is, who is the #1 coach's pet at the Q Footy Club? You know, we've heard of Nick Stafford, you've heard of James Considine, you've even heard of Simon Coles, who will be on camera tonight, don't worry about that. Everyone's been talking about him, the coaches love him, but who really is that #1 man? We'll find out tonight. Nick Stafford, the big goof. Well, Goof Junior as I call him. Now Nick, you're new at the footy club. How's playing every second week?
It's enjoyable. When I'm not with the got the flu, I'm out on the pitch playing at CHB and just doing my stuff. And I'm horrible. So it's
so on a scale of 1 to flu, how serious was the flu?
Can I just say I think I'm better off the park than on the park. But yeah, no, the flu was tough. All right. It was tough. You got to get over those little speed bumps in life. I understand that. Now I got a question for you, Nick. Yep. Who is the coach's pet at the Q Footy Club? Other than yourself, actually, you couldn't be further from the coach's pet.
I'm a rebel.
Maybe Wooly, just because he's the leader and he always talking up leadership and around Beezer. And I reckon Leedsy was until he tore his quad. Beezer wasn't too happy about that one, so maybe I'll say Wooly. Say Wooly.
Now Leesy's been picked on a bit, so maybe we have to ease up on the man. He's very sensitive about.
I love
hey, Joel Keeble.
Thanks. Thank you, Joel.
We got Big Davos down here, big key forward for the Q Bears Footy Club. We're going to say key forward this week because Big Stafford's out.
Exactly right.
So now, Dave, who do you think is the coach's pet at the Footy Club?
Gee, Cocky would be close, wouldn't he?
Club captain.
Cocky would be close. Bucks
Club pet.
Probably edging him out still, but Cocky would be close.
There you go. What about James Considine?
He's a popular man around the club. Yeah, I don't know. I still think the Bucks and Cocky have got him fairly safely covered.
There you go, mate. And having a couple of frothies tonight?
Just the one, mate.
Beautiful.
Just the one.
Have a sip for the camera.
Will do.
Go the Bears.
Go Bears.
Timmy Bar Baby. Timmy Ellis. Now, Timothy, you're part of the real social media culture down at Q Bears Footy Club. Now, I've got to ask you a question. I know you're good mates with James Considine, but would he be the #1 pet at the club?
Yeah, that is a good observation. I mean, he's probably the only one who can kick torpedoes during the game in any position on the ground and get away with it. So he would be one of the coach's pet. A few others. Look, I don't think there's names, but I think there's types of players, key position players. Paul Brough just walks up and gets a game whenever he needs it. Whether he's injured or not, he'll still be in the ones. All the kids get games. Grant's Fitter.
Are you resentful, Tim Ellis?
I don't know. There's probably some 14, 15-year-olds who are going to play ones before the end of the year, and we haven't met them yet, but they'll be in the club soon.
They'll be down here, and Tim Ellis will just be carving it up in the twos.
I don't mind being behind the scenes, so yeah, that's all right.
Very good for you, Tim Ellis. Thank you, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Steve Ryan, we've only got him for one more week, so I've got to soak every little ounce of spirit in this man up.
You can, mate. Soak away.
Now, Steve, who's the #1 coach's pet at the Footy Club?
Coach's pet? Good question. Good question. Oh, jeez. It's got to be Cocky, doesn't it?
Club captain, there you go.
Oh, I think so, yeah. He loves the attention from the coach, I think.
Now, we're here with Big Beamsy. Wedding bells in the air. Now, how's that going for you, mate?
Yeah, I'm excited.
We're all excited for you down at the Footy Club. We've got a question for you, though. Who's the #1 coach's pet at the club?
I'd say after Tuesday's performance, it'd have to be Stevie J.
Stevie J?
Yeah. Big Stevie comes down, comes off the cruise ship.
Gets a bit of praise from Beezer.
5 weeks on in the chorus line, 5 weeks off. He comes down here and just blows us all away at training.
Do you reckon he's playing seniors this week?
I think it's a high possibility.
Now, are you resentful of the fact that Steve Ryan comes off the boat? Beams is just, he's captaining the threes. He's doing a good job week in, week out. Where's his caller?
No, look, mate, as a leader down at the club here, I encourage everyone to achieve at the highest level they can. And I'm very happy for Stevie.
Very good. Excellent from you, Beamsy. Thanks, mate. You're a good man. Beamer Graham, the biggest villain of Bear TV. Now, we've been paying you out for the past 3 weeks about your... No, we haven't. You're a good man. You're a good sort, but...
Your shirt or what?
No, it's just your general banter. I don't think you provide enough banter.
I'm getting old these. I'm 30. It happens at old age. Getting gout in my foot and.
Oh, how's that going?
Fucking sore, actually.
That's no good. We'll beat those bits out.
Sorry, apologies.
Now, Blake McGrain, who's the number one coach's pet at the club?
I reckon Aaron Carmen. No, Tim Bagnell would have been. Didn't train for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And got first grade games. First goals and twos for the year. So actually Tim Bagnell, I think. Bit of dark horse, I reckon.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
There you go, mate. And on a scale of 1 to beer, how much do you love a beer?
Oh, about 95.
95 out of beer.
Love a cold ale. Yeah, why not?
Fantastic, very good. You'll be getting around him on Saturday night?
Yes, I will be. Yes, that's the plan anyway.
Good, mate. And what about your thoughts on your relationship with Beezer? Are you a pet, or are you more of like you give him a bit of a grilling every now and then?
Oh, you know, me and Bees, we get on quite well. I play twos, so obviously real well. No, all good. No, I'm fat and slow, so that's why I'm playing twos.
Good man, thanks for that.
No, twos is bummy.
James Considine, the director, the producer, the man behind the scenes. Now, James, we've had a few suggestions that you might be a coach's pet. Well, how do you respond to these claims?
They're spot on. There's a competition going between me and Wooly for coach's pet. I think he's got me at the moment, but it's a long season. I'm taking it 1 week at a time and I'll get there. But in saying that, I think Tim Allman as well. I reckon we can...
Under the radar!
There's a bit of Ian Aitken in Tim Allman. We've seen that in the Bachelor video, and there's a lot of love for Tim Allman, key position player, centre half back. So I reckon he's up there with Willie and myself.
Now Beezer denied that Tim and him had similarities, but you obviously see it differently. Do you think Tim would be a bit hurt by the fact that Beezer sort of distanced himself from him?
I think he would, yeah. If we saw his game against Aquinas on the weekend, there was a lot of Ian Aitken about it, and I think that's why he got in the best.
Beautiful, mate. Thanks for your work. You're a very good man. Now, Tom Leeds, as I was just suggesting, you're wearing some beautiful sneakers, would you call them? Or
I call them boutique boots.
Boutique boots, bought from
boots. Very important. Just picked them up at the local market, just supporting the local economy, which is really important, I would think.
Yeah.
You'd appreciate that.
Yeah, no, I would. Is it a Q market, or are we talking like an Ivanhoe market?
Well, listen, it depends on where you're coming from. It's probably more of a Camberwell market at this stage.
Yeah, not bad. We don't play them, so that's okay.
Yeah, happy with that one?
I'm
okay.
very happy.
All right, excellent to hear. Excellent to hear.
Now, Leeds, you've been ragged on a bit in the past few weeks, spending too much time on the ICO table. Well, actually being the number one bachelor of the club. And now this week, people are talking up the fact that you're the coach's pet. How do you respond to these?
Oh, well, I think there's a bloke that's just been pulled into the midfield that I think would probably I think he'd be fairly highly up there, you would have thought. The old Brazil, the Adonis of the crew, so...
Well, wouldn't you say he's just King Bear rather than the pet?
Well, aren't they one and the same, though, these days?
They could be, yeah. Fair call.
I would think Bucks would be your King Bear. There's no offence to Cocky, but yeah, I think Braz just chuck him wherever you need him and he'll do the job for you.
That's right, yeah, fair enough. No, I agree with that. Thanks, Leezy, you're a good fella and the number one bachelor of the club.
Oh.
Firmly got the crown on his head. Shocking boots, though. I'm here with Michael Jeffrey, who apparently turned down recovery session on Sunday for a little bit of a meet and greet with the soon-to-be missus. I don't want to put the muzz on this one, but I'm going to go there. Jeffers, is that a fair call?
Yeah, it's on the money.
Excellent.
Poor form.
Now, Jeffers, who would be the number one coach's pet at the footy club?
There's only a couple, but the number one coach's pet would have to be one T Leeds, wouldn't it? If there was one bloke that Beezer would play with 2 broken legs and a broken arm, it would be Leedsy. So definitely takes the cake there.
But wouldn't you say Brazzali would probably be in the same boat there? Beezer would probably play him if he was unconscious in a hospital. Take him off life support?
Yeah, oh, definitely. There's a few, but, you know, Braz, Leedsy, very, very similar.
Excellent, mate. And what about your own credentials as a coach's pet?
Oh, probably not much this season. Last season, though, probably lived out of Matty Jack's pocket.
Beautiful, mate. You're a good fella. And we'll just let him go. Good man. Thank you. Mr. Charisma, the young man with a big heart. I'm here with the Big Fizz. Now, Fizz, who would you say is the number one coach's pet at the club?
Oh, I don't know. It's a hard question.
Why'd I ask you then?
Oh, I don't know. Can I have that question again, sorry?
Yeah. The number one coach's pet.
Oh, well that's... There's a few.
Yeah.
Fitty comes down. Fitter, yeah. Comes down as one. He likes to get under around bees. Yeah. Who else? Good one. I've got a feeling Wooly. Wooly likes to.
Spin suggestions.
Yeah, he gets around him. Who else? I mean, he doesn't play, but Joey loves to get around bees. He loves him. He loves him. So he's a good candidate. And,
excellent. What about yourself, mate? Would you ever suck up to a coach to get a game? I know you're good enough, mate. You're a very good footballer.
I mean, desperate things happen in desperate times, so do what you got to do, I suppose.
Fantastic, mate. You're a trooper and a good young man at the footy club.
Thanks for that.
Got a late addition to the question. Now we got Sam Healy, the most charismatic man at the club. Now, Sam, who's the #1 coach's pet at the club?
Well, it's out of 4 people. I'd say it's either Jocker, Lockie Orr, Bucks, or Aaron Carmen.
Now,
one of those 4.
We're here with the dictator, just pretty similar to the way he led the team last year, actually. Now, Aaron Carmen, who would you say is the #1 coach's pet at the club?
Me last year, no doubting that. This year, I don't know, that's a real tough one. Maybe the guy I'm talking to, or maybe Conti over there. He's probably coach's pet most. What else you got for me?
Well, I got one big question. Why are you dressed up in this costume? Is there something happening at the Q4 club this weekend?
Okay, massive night, Saturday night, Hollywood night. Get involved. Dictator wants everyone there. If you're not there, not happy. No happy dictator, bang, bang.
Ian Aiken, the #1 authority for this question. The question here tonight is, who is the #1 coach's pet?
Oh, that's a tough one, Balme. You'd like to be.
Not quite there, am I?
No, not with that silly smirk up the back of the huddle every game, that sort of stuff, every bloody training session, always talking, always having the last word. Consi's pretty good, Consi, Joel Keeble, I like Joel Keeble, he's always listening and always tuned in. Braz has always been a favourite, I like Braz, and of course the captain Cocky's a champion. So there's a lot of guys I really admire and like, but you're a long way from it, Balme, at this stage.
Fair enough. So what do you think I should improve on to become the #1 coach's pet?
I think just more attention, less silly jokes at the back of the pack, that sort of stuff. And but you'll get there, mate. It just comes with maturity.
Thanks, mate. Cheers, I appreciate it. There you go. A bit of advice from me and Aiken. Thanks, mate. The coach's pet. We love them or we hate them. You're either one of them or you're not. You're a rebel or you're one of the boys who just look after the coach, adhere to every little thing he says, learn all his lessons, or you're just that bloke who plays a bit of footy and has a good time. So who are you? Who do you want to be? That's my question for today, and I'm Will Balme, signing off.